Hello, happy Monday. Did you have a good weekend? Mine was good. Yeah, I worked part time this weekend, but we met the deadline, which was today, Monday. So September 2019. Yeah, so we met the deadline, so it's all good. So yeah, uh, it was very busy day, but uh, I came home like 6:30, so it wasn't too late, you know, because we got the job done, so it's all good. Uh, Before we jump back to mathematics, let's talk about this, okay? I was watching a documentary about Egypt last night, and then I realized Moses, the prince of Egypt, he learned a lot from Egyptians. We are talking about Moses, who wrote four Mosesian books: Book of Genesis and Book of what? Exodus. Then what? Is it Deuteronomy? And then Numbers? Is it? I don't know. Something like that, right? Let me look it up real quick. My Bible is right there. So, what are four books by? Yeah, Leviticus. Okay. Did Moses wrote the five books then? You have I don't know. I guess he wrote five books then. All this time I was thinking there were only four books. No. Yeah, so Moses he wrote what? Uh, Genesis, Exodus. Then what was the Leviticus or something? Leviticus. Then what? Deuteronomy and then Numbers. Numbers and Deuteronomy. Okay. Yeah, I suck at theology. Okay, I suck at Christian theology. But yeah, so Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Okay, I guess Moses wrote five books just before Joshua, the book of Joshua. That's after that, but and Christians believe that Moses met God and he just wrote down what God said, and I have to disagree. I think Moses was educated in Egypt while he was the prince. He was adopted. He's Jewish, but he his mother, because they were killing all the Jewish boys. Their mother kind of sent the baby Moses, down the river and followed it, and then princess of Egypt picked up that basket in the river and take pity on baby Moses, who was beautiful boy, baby boy, and then she adopted that this baby Moses, and so Moses grew up in Egypt and educated in palace, king's palace. So probably he got the best education in Egypt. Egyptian civilization. Ooh, fantastic civilization. Far, far exceeding the civilization of Jews. Okay, Egyptian civilization back then. Egypt was like America, United States of America. Everybody wanted to come to Egypt. Okay, Egypt was the light of the world. Later on, Roman Empire was the light of the world, right? But back then, Egypt was the light of the world. They have the most advanced scholarship, academia, engineering, religion, politics, culture is all about Egypt. Okay, compared to Egyptian civilization, Jewish civilization was nothing, almost non-existent. Okay, so pretty much I think the some book of Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, probably that's from Egypt. All those knowledge, laws, probably Moses learned it from Egypt, not from God directly, but from Egypt, and then he kind of compiled his own version, and maybe he did hear something from God from the Mount Sinai. Yeah, maybe he mixed the two, but probably 90% of these Mosesian five classical books, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, most 90% of that probably is from Egyptian education that Moses benefited from. Okay? Well, okay, how about Jesus? Who did Jesus learn from? Probably Persia. Yeah, Zoroastrianism, Persia. Yeah, because I read this internet article. It was not very mainstream article, but it was very convincing to me. Okay, Persia, Paris, Pharisees. Yeah, probably have same word origin. Okay, P, R, S, 1, 2, 2, right? Yeah, Pharisees, Persia, probably same thing. Yeah, so Pharisees probably they learned from Zoroastrianism, Persia, Iran, today's Iran, okay, and Pharisees probably the Pharisees they were like church leaders, Jewish synagogue leaders. Probably they just learned from Pharisees, and Pharisees learned from Persia, okay. So all Jesus learned from is from Bible and also from Persia, the Zoroastrianism, okay. I agree with that theory, okay. How about Saint Paul, who wrote half of New Testament? Probably he learned from Greece and Rome. He's double citizen, right? He's ethnic by ethnicity he was a Jew, but he has Roman citizenship. Okay, I'm sure he spoke both languages. Probably he learned from Greek civilization and also Roman civilization as well. Okay, all these ethics and whatever culture or fables, stories, concepts like heaven and earth, I mean heaven and hell, good and evil, good versus evil, spiritual warfare, all that stuff, and also so both Old Testament and New Testament, it's not just about Jews. It's about Middle Easterns like Egypt, Greece, Rome. Okay, they just collected all those collective wisdoms from all these other surrounding countries. So Bible is not uniquely Jewish thing. It's amalgamation, collection of all these neighboring regions' wisdom. Yeah, Bible writers, they're just compilers. They're just writers, okay? But they did learn from other civilizations. Like even the story about Jesus born into the virgin's womb, there was nothing new. There was some other mythology that predated Jesus' birth with these virgins and virgins, divine what impregnation and son, savior. That's all existing mythologies. Probably they got it from that. So we are not quite sure Jesus was actually born into a womb of a virgin. We don't know. Do I know? No. I think it's possible that Jesus was not divinely impregnated. Maybe Jesus' mother Mary was raped, or she had premarital sex with Joseph, or even somebody else. We don't know. Okay. Why am I saying all this? Because it makes sense that way. It does make sense. Do do I still believe in Jesus' miracle? I don't think there's anything wrong with believing it because it is logically consistent. Science. What about science? Yeah, Jesus walking on the water, rising the dead. You may say that's not scientific, but you have to understand this. Logically speaking, if God, if we assume that God created science, God can overcome science at will. That's the logic here. Because God created science, these natural laws of gravitation and whatnot. He's not subject to his creation. He can defy it. Okay, so there is no logical error believing in that Jesus, Son of God, was able to overcome natural laws, scientific laws, like law of gravity. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that. So, yeah. Why am I telling you this? Because if you're a Christian, I want you to question Bible. Don't just blindly believe in Bible. I want you to question it. Okay? This is important. I don't want you to be blind. I don't want you to blindly believe in anything. Not even me or humanology. No, question it. Okay? Yeah, learn history. Learn about Egypt, Roman Empire, Greece, Persia. Because I have, independently so. But there are fantastic documentaries about those great civilizations. Persian Empire, Cyrus, humongous empire. So back in the day, Egypt, Persia, Greece, Rome, they were just like America today, the biggest empire, mainstream, the light of the world, the most advanced civilization. That's how they used to be. In the Middle East, in the Eastern Hemisphere, that's mostly China and Mongolia, right? Yeah. But in the West, yeah, there's also Ottoman Empire, right? Um, Turkey, today's Turkey, and then you have French Empire like Napoleon Emperor, right? Greece, you have Alexander. Persia, you have Cyrus. Rome, you have Caesar, I guess, Julius Caesar, and Egypt, you have Ramses. Mongolia, you have Genghis Khan. China, you have this Emperor Qin dynasty. I know how to say it in Korean. Qin Shi Huang is like the first emperor of Qin dynasty, something like that. Yeah, and I mean German Empire, right? Yeah, Hitler. Okay, that's all I know. I mean, I don't know too much about Western history or Eastern history per se. I know just a little bit. Okay. Of course, you have British Empire, the kingdom where sun never sets because they have colony all around the globe. The sun never sets. This British kingdom, empire, British Empire. That was probably the most expensive empire ever there was. Like, they owned Australia, man, and also America too, Canada. It was all under British, Great Britain. Okay, so like I mean Queen Elizabeth or whatnot. Just want to name you one name. That's all. I don't know too much about history. Okay, I know just a little bit. Okay, that's that. Okay, so we're gonna take a break. All right. and they will get back to mathematics. Because we have arsenal, we have weapons, armory, huge weapons, metaphysical weapons, to tackle that proof. You know, the we want to prove that theorem that we called homomorphism theorem. I mean, we named it as T function, but it's not very descriptive. So, prime factorization set. Okay, prime factorization transformation function. Okay, we are trying to prove that that's homomorphic. Okay, so because we define so many good things like morphological equivalence and morphological transformation function and whatnot. Now we are ready to prove that theorem. So that's what we're gonna do next after a break. Okay, so yeah, this you wanna take a look at? You wanna stare at this? Think about it. Sure. I don't have to erase it now. Or would you like me to erase this so that you just stare at the blank slate? Sure. Ah, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Why don't you stare at the blanks, huh? Yeah, meditate, huh? I don't. I don't ever meditate. I'm not a Buddhist, or I don't do yoga. I don't do meditation. Okay. I rather do martial art. Okay. I rather go out and run rather than just sit there and do nothing. Okay. So, but if you are into it, here, there's your blank slate. Okay. Just stare at it and meditate. I don't care. Oh boy. Okay. Take five. All right. Ah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, all my windows are closed, so we are ready. So I kind of misspoke. I mean, we are not attacking the theorem. No, we are saving it. What we are attacking is our ignorance. We had no idea how to prove that theorem. That theorem is like gold. We are like miners. Have you seen those documentaries about gold miner or some gemstone miner? Is the footage being choppy again? Then I need to restart. I don't think it's choppy. Okay, good. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those documentaries about mining, gold mining, gemstone mining, and TV shows about that. The prospectors claims, whatever claim polls. So they use dynamite to find gold. We are not attacking gold. No, we are saving it. We are rescuing it from deep down under the earth because it's being unappreciated if it's buried deep down under. So we are digging it up with tools like dynamite. We are not destroying gold. No, we are excavating to find gold. So that's what I mean. Okay, so we are attacking our own ignorance because this theorem, T homomorphism theorem, is a gold gemstone, but it's buried deep under our own ignorance. So we are attacking our mountain of ignorance to find that gold buried deep down under the surface. Okay, so we are attacking our own ignorance. We are rescuing the theorems so that it gets appreciated. Okay? That's the correct way of thinking about it. Alright. Enough? Okay. Alright. Let's do it. My right shoulder is a little bit sore, so I should write down on my left hand with my left hand, and it goes like this. So T of A multiplied by B is equal to T of A, which is a multi-set, and strict union, you just combine everything, okay, in these two sets. You don't do maximum, minimum, no, you don't do that shit, okay, so strict union. It is the left hand side, it is right hand side, okay, so prove this. Homomorphism theorem, okay? Prove this, okay? Dot. Proof. Let's think about this for a second. I mean, let's take a break. Yeah, A oh boy, A is equal to pi pi ni, where I is from 1 to d of A. What is d? The distinct number of distinct prime numbers in prime factorizations, okay, in its prime factorization, okay. B, let j from 1 to d of B. How many distinct prime factors are there in B? Okay, so that's what is pj. We'll just use nj, okay, so You have ni and you have nj, so they're different. So okay, dot. Then a times b is equal to pi k from 1 to d of ab, right? ab is a number, a multiplied by b. Okay, so d of ab is how many distinct primes are there in a times b. Okay, give me 1 second. I need some socks and blanket and all right. Uh, one more layer upstairs. This jacket will be helpful. So, and I got my blanket too. And I think this is way too close. It's unnecessary. So I'm writing pretty big, so you should be able to see everything here, right? Good. Okay. Ah. Okay. PK and K. There we go. Okay. So that's that. And then now T of A multiplied by B is what? Because it's already prime factored, okay? So, and they're all distinct primes. So we just switch pi, like tau, into comma. So k from 1 to d of ab, pk, nk. Nk should come first. Sorry. It's a set, multi-set, right? Nk, pk. Okay? That's that. Now, so, and that's the left-hand side. Now, T of A is equal to, yeah, just you convert pi into comma, I from 1 to d of A, P Ni, Pi, and T of B is equal to, comma, j from 1 to d of B, nj, pj. Okay? Now, then, if we strict union these two of them, and T of A, strict union, T of B, maybe we need to build up some more foundation, okay? Because I'm kind of at the impasse right now. Maybe we should step back again. Maybe we are not ready to prove this yet. So let's think about what we need to do. What kind of foundation do we need? What more fundamental stuff do we need? Strict union. Okay, strict union. So by definition, the morphology, the form of T of A is already well ordered, ascending order, and also it's all in the form of this no redundancy. Okay, if there is redundancy, you shorten it, you contract it. Okay, like two threes or five twos. Okay, in that left shoulder notation. All right, the uh, like two threes, comma like five sevens, comma blah blah blah. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it's a well ordered multi-set. Let's call it at that. Okay, well ordered multi-set. So that's the form by definition of this T of A, because it's about transformation into prime factorization. Okay, so that's its morphology, its shape, its form. Okay. I think we need to expand this. What I mean by that is, we may have to apply the morphological transformation, the equality preserving morphological transformation. Okay, like from TA toward TB, and also from TB toward TA, something like that. Okay. Of course, we didn't formally define that morphological transformation function E that we called expansion. Yeah, we haven't quite formally defined that yet. But I mean, is it that necessary though? Can we just wing it? Mm. Yeah, maybe we need to step back a little bit. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a little bit of disappointment because I thought I was ready to prove this, but it seems we are not quite ready yet. Oh well, that's fine. I got time, so I'll just keep doing this until we get it. We keep doing this until we get it. We got time. I do. Alright. Oh well. Nye nye nye. No biggie. We got time. This eraser must be relatively new because it's erasing really well, effortlessly. Ooh. Smooth eraser. Oh, it's hot. When things are not going my way, I get hot, like everybody else. I gotta take off these long pants too. Why? All right. So, um, let's learn. Let's practice. All right. Let's practice this morphology. Let's say. This is so useless. I gotta trash that thing. Oh, nice orange. Very strong orange. So, set A is what 23, comma 35, okay, and B is what 32s, comma 25, right? And we need to do morphological transformation, okay? So expansion of A toward B is equal to 0 2, comma 2 3s, comma 3 5s, and expansion of B toward A is 2 3 2s, okay, comma 0 3, comma 2 5s, okay. So and then and so that's same as A and that's same as B, right? We don't have to underline, okay. So yeah, it's just given, it's multi-set, all right. So but when there are also multi-set and regular set, then we need to distinguish but with underline. But if we are dealing with only multi-set, then yeah, it's just we don't have to underline, okay. Now a strictly unionized B is a strict union B is you just add them up, right? Yeah, 0 plus 3 2s, 2 plus 0 3s, and 3 plus 2 5s, okay. So okay, I'm thinking this has to be useful in that proof somehow. Um, and guess what? You have to understand this. This is the important point. Uh, we have to make one more example. We have to make some change here. Let's say two sevens. Okay, I'm sorry. To make a point, yeah, I need this. Two sevens. All right. Zero sevens. 2,0 sevens. Okay. The point I'm making is this. Okay. Here, absolute value, cardinality. How many members are there? Uh, I'm sorry. It's d of a. Okay. So but we already have d, right? Oh, reduction. Okay. Reduction of a, which means you have multi-set, right? Reduction function is a transformation function where it transforms a multi-set into regular set. You get rid of all the redundancy. So that's what 3, 5, 7, right? Reduction of v is a 2, 5, right? So uh, we're gonna have to. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to define a brand new function. Okay, so we call it delta. D of a is the number of distinct prime factors, right? Delta of a is a okay. Here, delta of set a is absolute value of reduction function of a. Okay, so how many prime factors are there? Here is 3. Okay, so it's very similar to distinction function, but delta function is it takes a set as its input. Okay, so okay, we need this. Okay, so uh because what I'm trying to say here is delta of a is 3 and delta of b is 2. Okay, but delta of e a b, let's make compact mountain notation. Okay, is 4, and also delta of b e a is also 4. Okay, that's the distinction I want to make here. That's why I had to add one more element. Now, then what is this delta function then? Oh, it's not that hard actually. Delta function, my friend, delta function, delta of what? They're the same. Okay, this delta function is commutative. All right, so delta of okay, um, delta of b e a is equal to let's just do a b. Okay, so but they're the same. We'll see. Delta of a e b is equal to reduction of a union reduction of B that's it, because it's a regular union. You get rid of all the redundancy. And absolute value of that, which is reduction of A plus reduction of B minus reduction of A intersection reduction of B. Okay? Are you lost? I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, it's just two regular set, union, what's number of elements? Yeah, first set plus second set minus intersection. We're counting the number of sets, so that's what this is. Okay. Uh, the proof turned out to be more complicated than we thought, but that's fine. Do you have better proof, simpler proof? By all means. Okay? But it's okay that proof is kind of like long-winded, and because we are learning a lot. That's the value of proving something. We learn something extra. Proof in mathematics is not just about formalism. Actually, we learn something when we try to prove something. We learn something else. So that's the value of proof. It has some academic value in itself, because it's we discover many different things when we prove some theorem. We learn about something else. That's the value of proof. It's very educational thing. Also very conducive to development of mathematics as well, because we get to discover something brand new. Okay, so yeah, proof is very important. It's a good practice. Okay. I look at us. We define brand new functions, right? Yeah. So proof is very valuable practice. Ah, boy. Yeah, we can take time, right? We don't have any deadline. I mean, in our line of job, we have deadlines, but to us, mathematics is just for fun. It's a hobby, so we can take all the time we need. We we have no deadline here, so that's what's great about hobbies. It's not mandatory, right? It's optional. You can relax. Let's take a break, okay? Let's take full advantage of the fact that mathematics is our hobby, not our profession. So we can take all the time there is. Okay, so we don't have to prove this today, not tomorrow, not even ever. Okay. But we love to prove it, of course. But we can take time. Okay, good. That's what's great about hobbies, right? Yeah, evocation. Okay, pastime. Yeah, let's take a break. Okay, so all right. Take five. Hmm. it's funny because now that things are going my way, I'm cold. When things are not going my way, I get very hot. Like, "Ugh." But when things are going my way, I'm getting cold now. So let me put this back on. Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna turn on the heater too. Uh, One thing. Let's take a break from mathematics. Oh shoot. I'm is it getting choppy again? Oh man. I better stop this and restart, okay? So, see you soon.